1-800-348-1007.
35192. Want to send me a text? AlanCoxShow.com for your visuals, your socials, all that kind of stuff. And, of course, in the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us from out of state on the app, please tell me where you do that. I'll make sure you are on the map you see over my shoulder. Jack listens in Hilton Head. Robert is out in Bakersfield, California. Sean listens in Dublin, Virginia. Ray and Brittany are in Yorktown, Virginia. And Dave is pretty new. He's in Rogersville, Alabama. Guardians only win one this past weekend, that three-game series against the Brewers. They won Saturday night 4-2. 5-4 was the final yesterday. Guardians go on the road for a bit. They'll start up tomorrow night in Kansas City against the Royals. That'll be an 8:10 first pitch here on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. And then they'll head to Chicago to play the Cubs Friday, Saturday, Sunday before they come back here and host the Atlanta Braves. And then the Royals come here end of next week. So maybe it'll be a little bit of a revenge play there if it doesn't go their way. Good Morning America. I don't watch this show, but I had a couple of people send me the story that they are doing a Breakfast in America segment. Sorry, the United States of Breakfast is what they're calling it. Breakfast in America. They could have called it that, and maybe they didn't get the clearance from Supertramp. But United States of Breakfast is going to 5 cities, 1 city each day. Cleveland is Tuesday. They went to Houston today, Cleveland tomorrow, Boston, and Philadelphia. I guess that's only 4 days. Nevertheless, there are 2 restaurants vying for the title. I've only eaten at one of them. Grumpy's in Tremont.
I ate there on Thursday last week.
Did you really?
Yes.
And was it
breakfast.
good?
It was good. It was had a meeting with potential something going on, but yeah, had some jambalaya, and it was good.
And these are both in Tremont. Martha's on the Fly.
Martha's on the Fly. That's my buddy LT's spot. He was swimming at my house yesterday.
That's some good.
Did he tell you about this?
Yes, he did.
Oh, good for him. Okay. I think I met him on opening day, didn't I?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, he brought in a bunch of glizzies.
Yeah. I just remember Grumpy's Cafe was the very first place that we ever ate in Cleveland. We weren't even living here yet. I was coming in for my interview with management, and we were too early to check into the hotel, and so we were like, well, let's get something to eat. And we didn't know anywhere about it. I mean, it was like rainy and gray, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? And we got into Grumpy's Cafe and had something to eat. It was good. I was like, all right, well, if this is indicative of what's going on, then that's pretty good. I don't think I've been back, but, I mean, it's still there.
It's good. I worked there for a short time.
You worked at Grumpy's?
Yeah, I was a dishwasher there. This is 17 years ago.
Was this before Bob Evans or after Bob Evans?
After Bob Evans. I worked there for about a month.
But you used the Bob Evans experience to get you fast-track you at Grumpy's.
Yeah. Into that, because they really want to make sure you know how to wash dishes.
Yeah, you got upper echelon.
But
you need somebody who's...
It was a fun job, but I got busy working on the road, so I was like, I can't really do this anymore. So I had to quit.
You put in your 2 weeks at Grumpy's. Now, did Grumpy become grumpier when you left?
No, they were
because he had a full on. Okay,
they were cool because it was also I lived right like it was Grumpy's and then the Lincoln Park Pub and then the house that I lived in was right there. So
gotcha.
I was still in there all the time and like we were friendly. It was nice.
So on Friday, the winner of each city will travel to New York to compete live in studio on Good Morning America. You probably hope this is your buddy LT who goes.
I do hope it's LT. I mean, Grumpy's or LT it would be great, but I'm hoping for LT because he is, he listens to the show. He texts me while we're on the air sometimes and says that was a funny joke. And he's, been over to my house a bunch of times.
Well, the winner gets $10,000. So that would be good.
And so I will take a cut of that, LT. Thank you.
Well, he is still looking for his initial investment. I'm not sure what he was trying to get $2,000 out of Mary at the top of the show. I'm still not clear what the investment is.
Nobody is. That's the problem.
It's getting more money in 20 years.
Oh, getting more money. I
like
see.
you
right.
give me. That's the whole.
You
thing.
make the money grow.
I will invest the money. I don't want you to have to worry about it because that's like the stressful part when you're investing. You're like, I don't know where my money's going. I don't know. I gotta figure all these things out. You don't have to worry about any of that when you invest with Bill Squire.
Mm-hmm.
You just give me the money, and in 20 years, I'll be like, hey, here's $1 billion. Or maybe not. We'll see.
That is, I gotta say, that is. Let me see how much I got on me. That is an amazing ROI there. That you hand him, Mary. Maybe you didn't hear what he said.
No, I heard what he said.
You give him $2,000, and in 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
it's $1 billion. There's no way to know what your return on investment percentage is.
$1 billion.
It'll probably be.
Might.
Probably.
Not probably.
Probably.
But
I
how-
told you the odds.
But the question is, how is he investing this money to
That's
get
not
that?
what you
It's not
need
part
to
of it.
worry
Get that
about.
kind of
It's not part
return.
of
I got more people invested right now. I got them on the line right now. So if you don't want to invest in,
No, he's
then
got him
go
on the
ahead.
line already.
But like right now, you got to make this deal.
Billy Madoff
do
over
you
here
want $1
has
billion
got.
Mary, look me in the eye.
I'm looking at your eyes.
Do you want to be a billionaire?
Eventually.
No one should be a
You
billionaire.
know what else is eventually? 20 years from now.
Okay.
So if you give me that $2,000,
That's
right
all the
now,
money I have.
What if?
It's all the money you're ever gonna need.
What if?
It's gone.
What if, God forbid, something were to
It's
happen
growing.
to her in the next 20 years?
Right.
What are the safeguards in place so this money is not just languishing?
She'll be taken care of.
Ah.
Whoever needs to take care of her. She already knows how to do GoFundMe scams, so that's.
You're right. It's Dustin. I just think it's silly that Bill took all Mayor's money. We ain't heard nothing about it.
Mayor, it's Dustin. I'm down here in Georgia. I don't know where all that money went.
Oh,
All
my
right, well, that's
goodness.
something to consider then. All right, so you're not going to be investing your money with Billy Madoff properties over here.
I don't think so. I might actually, honestly, I could just drive to Pittsburgh, take that same $2,000, and maybe come home with the jackpot from the casino.
Yeah.
Same odds.
Yeah.
No. I probably gonna make you $1 billion
In 20 years.
in 20 years.
I could turn that $2,000 into $5,000 this weekend.
But are you gonna?
Are you gonna?
I'm. Do you want,
He just
do
gave you
want-
95%
do you
odds.
want-
That's better than you're going to get at the.
Do you want a
casino.
quick, small return, or do you want to be a billionaire?
I want to be a billionaire, Bill. Oh, that's what it is.
Huh?
A billionaire. He's going to say something
So-
stupid like, my friendship for 20 years is what you're rich in love or
Oh,
something.
like when a kid.
No, I'm
like
talking
when
about
a kid,
money.
Like when a kid makes you hug coupons.
Yes.
No, this is real money. This isn't. This
rubs.
isn't. Yeah, this isn't love crypto.
It seems like it is.
This is
It's
real
crypto.
money.
Creep dough. You're right, Poundcake. That's what it is.
You creep.
That's right.
Give
Now,
me
why
So just
could,
give me that
okay,
$2,000. 20 years, it's gonna fly by.
I need to interrupt this whole thing right here, okay? Because Bill was out on Friday. You can never again have Poundcake do Weekend Cox by himself.
What?
Oh, no. was
He
it so
splits.
bad?
Bill leaves. He's got like Back to the Future flame tracks under his feet. Poundcake goes, "Oh, I forgot Weekend Cox. I'll do it solo." Poundcake needs somebody to work off of. Next time you're going to be gone on a Friday,
I
you
told
got to
him-
record them with him.
I said we can record Thursday, or you can.
Because he forgot. So at the
Oh,
end,
he completely forgot.
well, at the end, so you said to him, "Let's pre-record."
Well, I said, or you do it with Mary,
Well, he didn't do that.
or you do it yourself. So I gave him the options, but I reminded
Well,
him.
that's a good instinct.
Yeah.
Listen to Bill. That's a good instinct. Because at the end of the show Friday, I go, "Okay, everybody, hey," because it was just me and Mary Poundcake, and I go, "Hey," and then Weekend Cox, and he goes, "I forgot about Weekend Cox." So he's blowing through them. He needs somebody to work off of.
Can we hear some of these?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I mean, they're not terrible, but I was just like, he needs Bill in there.
I'll work that into my next negotiation.
Contract.
Poundcake needs me.
About this
And they'll
segment
just be like, he's
because honestly, I can't really talk shrimp about this segment because I would have done the
Yeah,
exact
he
same.
said talk shrimp a lot. Like if somebody's just tuning in at 8 in the morning, Poundcake, they don't know what shrimp is. They don't know that that's like our workaround for S word for poop.
Fair enough. Okay.
And he said it a lot. Like,
Honestly, I can't really talk shrimp about this segment because I would have done the exact same thing. In fact, I think Alan gave him too much leeway.
Oh, yeah, this is before the segment where I was talking about those ladies crying in front of my car and not moving.
I think Alan gave him too much leeway, waiting 45 seconds for them to clear out the path. You know, immediately when they're standing in my way, I start honking. But you'll know what I'm talking about. Two girls were outside a parking garage entrance, and Alan had to get into work. And, you know, hilarity ensues. We'll talk about it right now on the Week in Cock.
So he kind of sets the whole thing up and then goes into it. And that's fine. I'm just saying, like, set up, boom, into the thing, right? If it's the two of you, whatever you want to do.
I understand.
Because you're kind of bobbing and weaving with each other.
That's I agree with you, Alan. That's exactly why I like a constant co-host for my podcast.
I understand. On your own podcast, it's way better when you have, right.
Yes, I completely understand that.
Let me find you another
I was gonna say, I thought you
here.
said I was like, how did the computer must have malfunctioned because I totally did the weekend guys. Just poorly is what you're saying. That I can believe.
Well, hold on. Let me.
Up this Week in Cox this Sunday is very Alan heavy. I think it's probably because it's his birthday weekend. But,
it's very Alan heavy, or because it's the Week in Cox.
But all the three.
This Week in Cox is really Alan heavy.
But
what does that mean?
Because usually this is a topic like one was like you not being empathetic. Then the next one was you saving a bird. Then the next they were just all like back to back in like sequence.
What are they supposed to be?
Well, sometimes it's just like various parts of the week.
Right.
It was just all you focus. That's.
But
all.
if it was a bunch of Poundcake clips, would you have said, "Oh, this is a really Poundcake heavy week"? Yeah, I bet you would not.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I would have made fun of it. This Week in Cox this Sunday is very Alan heavy. I think it's probably because it's his birthday weekend. But we're seeing all sides of Alan.
You know how important my birthday weekend was to me too.
Oh
That's why. Yeah.
Before he was unempathetic, and now he's caring for a small little bird.
Right. That was when I rescued a bird. So again, it's not the end of the world. Just you can't do these by yourself because you sound lost. Like it's just more right. You'd have more fun with somebody else.
Oh, I enjoy myself a lot.
Right.
Give us a.
I mean, this one's 38 seconds long. Just set up, boom, into the clip.
Okay.
If it's just you, you know what I mean?
I got you.
What's the
I tell
segment?
you what, man. Birds are annoying. I know because when I was a child, when my grandmother passed away, she left her. I forget what type of. I think it was a parakeet. One of the small ones. One of the small ones that talk.
He's talking about telling his mom that his parakeet died and lying about it.
Yeah, it was a boy who cried parakeet.
A
And
parakeet.
her name was Lucy. And I would go down into the basement every day and mock this bird, and it would copy me. And then I would run upstairs and tell my mom that Lucy was dead, and she wasn't really dead. I was just playing around. And one day she actually was dead, and my mom didn't believe me, and it was kind of traumatic. But that's not what this segment is about.
Hey, you know how I just took 40 seconds of your time, audience, and told that's not what this is?
Alan, the bird
I love
saver.
it. Huh? I know.
No bird is dying on your watch.
I know. I'm just breaking your balls. It's fine.
That's so funny.
That's perfect.
That's not what this is about, though.
But that's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Check it out right now.
That's right.
You never can get enough of us. I know.
Oh, yeah. This one is where he's talking about every other show, right?
What?
He's promoting his show, Bill's show.
You never can.
Huh?
There's a reason we do this one.
Yeah, you too do it.
Yeah.
Right. But him doing it solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never can get enough of us. I know. So if you want the Alan Cox Show after hours, you can go to alancoxshow.com or listen to us on iHeartRadio. If you want more of me, listen to the Poundcake podcast at iHeartRadio. The Bill Squire Show is also at iHeartRadio. And guess what? Even the Week in Cox is podcasted. And guess what?
Yeah, except it's not
It's not,
Poundcake.
and it hasn't been for
2
years.
2 years.
But they can still go to alancoxshow.com.
But you guys, he's got an answer for everything, boy. It's never, okay, you're right, screwed up. You and Bill have been doing Week in Cox for how long? Since we've been doing Week in Cox.
Well, since
it hasn't been a podcast for 2 years.
It was Erica and I, and then it was me and Poundcake, and it's been me and Poundcake for about 5-6 years. Yeah.
Right. What's the point of all this, though?
So we do that one when we don't know if you haven't put all the segments in yet.
Yeah, like a generic open.
So we'll do just like generic and be like, hey, thanks. Usually we'll go something like this. Hey, thanks for checking out the Week in Cox. Don't forget you can check out the Alan Cox Show podcast, the Bill Squire Show podcast, and
the Poundcake podcast.
Okay, well,
enjoy this
he's
right now
all,
on the Week in Cox. And
guess
boom,
what?
that
Even
fast.
the Week in Cox is podcasted. And guess what? It's at iHeartRadio. So go over to iHeartRadio now and listen to the segment.
There you go. All right. Well, anyway, now you know for next time, right?
There won't be a next time.
What is this one? I haven't heard this one.
So in this segment, I believe this was in reference to Alan saying tires, all tires are black or they have different colored tires. I never understood.
I never said that. What are you talking about?
We were talking about the tires.
Yes, but I didn't say. This was Alan saying all tires are black. I didn't say
Black
that.
tires matter.
When did I say that?
I don't remember what day it was.
But you didn't listen to the clip?
I didn't listen to the full clip. No, I was trying to recall from when we were talking about it on the show.
Okay.
Why they were black to begin with. I think it looks sleeker. I think it looks cleaner. If you had like gray or white tires, you would see all the dirt and all the scuffs on them. So that's just my 2 cents. But
all right. Anyway, that's, yeah. So
you don't remember why we were talking about tires, though?
No, I don't. I mean, it was a full week of content.
I know, but that's the point.
Yes,
is to
it's
set up
the
the
Week
clip.
in Cox.
That was like a very small part of it, but the idea was that I brought up how we should have the roads should be made out of tires.
I said spray paint dongs around potholes.
Yes.
Right? I was talking about the Philly Bridge, how they got that done with the quickness. They can't figure out Cleveland potholes. Spray a dong around them. That seems to really draw out the road crews when there's a penis on the road. And then Bill was like, or make the roads out of tires. Then you went into square concrete tires.
And what was the name of the segment again? Of that particular segment?
Concrete tires.
Okay, yeah. Because there's some times where I
like the bird one, though.
The bird was the best.
That's not what this is about.
Well, my question was, if you know Cody doesn't listen to the show,
I don't know anything.
While we're doing it.
I don't know anything.
Why would you think he would listen to the show?
I don't know anything. I don't assume. We break his balls. It's a running joke. He doesn't listen to the show. But there's plenty of other times he'll pull something out of his ass and nail it. So I can't assume anything. I don't assume that. And I'm not just going to throw my hands up and go, he doesn't know. That's not helpful.
But literally trying to recall the whole thing from the entire week.
I understand. I understand.
But you don't have to recall the whole thing.
You can scan through to kind of pick up the premise, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I thought I knew what I was talking about, but apparently
I know you did. That's.
Can we hear the bird story again?
I thought I knew what I was talking about.
Can we hear the
We
bird?
all think we know what we're talking about, and it's like 80-20 that we don't.
I want to hear the bird story.
I tell you what, man, birds are annoying. I know because when I was a child, when my grandmother passed away, she left her, I forget what type of, I think it was a parakeet, one of the small ones that talk, and her name was Bluesy. And I would go down into the basement every day and mock this bird, and it would copy me. And then I would run upstairs and tell my mom that Bluesy was dead. And she wasn't really dead. I was just playing around. And one day she actually was dead, and my mom didn't believe me, and it was kind of traumatic. But that's not what this segment is about. It's about Alan saving a bird. We'll talk about it more on the Week in Cox.
I love it. He was mocking bird, is what he was doing.
Pair of
Poundcake.
Keith.
There you
That's
go.
what it sounds like he says.
A pair, mocking. I would mock my
parakeet.
mom's bird, and then it finally did die. And I told her, and she didn't believe me.
Oh my god.
Pregnant pause. But that's not what this is about. That's what that was about. This is about something else. I love it. I mean, let's listen. This is 8:30 on a Sunday morning, all right? It's not the end of the world. I just thought it was because Bill was gone, but now he tells me he gave you options, and that is the proper response. So next time he gives you options, take one of them.
I will not.
I'll even do it with
solo.
you.
I will not give him the solo option.
I
again.
will even do it with you if you find yourself in a situation like that again.
Okay.
I'll come in there. We'll do it. We'll do Week in Cox. We can dick around, but not solo. I love it. I can't get enough of that.
Now, how did this come to your attention? Did people blow you up about this?
No, I
or
listened.
You just listened to it?
Yes,
Okay.
I got to make sure. I got to listen to. We're having dinner down here on the corner on Saturday night. Me and Gwen and Beater and Burge, their lovely wives, Lucy and Bria. And so we're down here on the corner on East 4th having dinner.
Which one do you think is lovelier?
I'm not here to discuss that, Bill. The point is that we're having dinner, and dinner went so long because of how this place was admittedly understaffed that I said, I've got to go 3 doors down and check on the metal show because, spoiler, that's a pre-recorded show. I go, I've got to go down there and make sure that it's starting on time because there's always some fakakta problem with the show on Saturday nights. And so I have to leave dinner, walk down here. Fortunately, everything was ready to go and it was going to run on time and all that. So it's only gone a few minutes. But if something's running with my name on it, I got to make sure it runs properly and it sounds all right. So, yeah, I'm listening to the Week in Cox. And I was like, oh, man, I'm going to kick Poundcake in the balls when we're on the air on Monday. Oh, man.
But that's not what this is about.
That's not what this is about. This is about me getting you.
Change the subject now.
Yeah, this is about me. This is about me getting you a key on that buzzard bike.
I'm gonna change the subject now.
Yeah. You did fine, Poundcake. I'm just breaking your balls. But
I thought I was fabulous.
no more. I know you did.
I thought I was
Everybody
great.
thinks they're great at everything they're doing. Just, please, next time we're in that situation,
I'll come scout you.
or just take Bill up on it. Do it on Thursday, right?
I wasn't even asked.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, because he forgot about it until the
He
last
forgot.
minute.
I think
So
you were
he's
out the
also-
door.
he-
She was gone, and it was just me and Cody. And he's like, "I forgot about it." And I'm like, "Okay, well."
So he was
So
probably.
you know he really took his time with it at 7
Right.
o'clock on a Friday.
When we actually, because we were talking about how everybody should have sex for your birthday. I had morning sex that day. You had morning sex that day. And Cody was like, I'm going to go get mine tonight. So he was trying to probably rush it out.
Yeah,
so
he was
could
out
go
the
get
door,
laid.
boy. It's like the friggin' Roadrunner.
Oh, I think I technically had sex on your birthday.
Hey, look at us go. Happy
What is
birthday, Alan.
technically having sex
I mean,
on
like
my birthday?
it was
With
past,
yourself?
past midnight.
Alan, did you just give away that buzzard bike right now, or are you about to?
I'm about to.
I'm gonna change the subject now.
Let me give you a
Goodness
key
gracious.
for the buzzard bike. I will have Danzig tickets for you after the break. But right now, concern yourself with getting a key that I hope will fire up this custom Harley from Budweiser and WMMS. Okay, so caller 10, you have this show's buzzard key for today. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800.